These eerie clips were recorded by a woman in the Philippines who wishes to stay anonymous. She had just moved into an apartment with her partner when she realized something was very wrong. Her dog would sit and bark non-stop at their front door, even when no one was there. Whenever she was alone, someone would knock as if trying to come in. One night, she heard what sounded like a child running in the hallway and saw the door handle moving on its own. Then she heard a woman shouting at the child, so she finally grabbed her phone and started recording. Every time she checked the peephole, no one was there. There were only 2 units on that floor, and the other apartment was completely vacant. No neighbors, no kids, no woman, no one who could be making those sounds. She showed the footage to her husband, and they called the building's security guard. He checked the floor and found nothing and no one. Another night, she woke to loud screaming and crying right outside her door. She filmed again, and what she recorded was terrifying. A child can be heard screaming, a woman sobbing, and heavy banging echoing through the hallway. Horrified, she called security. After watching the video, the guard turned pale and broke down. He revealed that 12 years earlier, a woman and her 7-year-old daughter had been brutally killed in the other apartment on that same floor. The father was the main suspect but was never caught, and the unit has been left empty ever since. Shaken by what she captured, the woman decided to share her story online. So, are these the spirits of the mother and child, trapped reliving their final moments? Or is there another explanation? You decide. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. On November 14th, 2025, a family rented an Airbnb for a few days for an out-of-town wedding, not expecting anything strange. One night, after coming back from walking their dog, something unsettling happens on the stairs.
We were just out walking my dog, and when we came in, we heard Out of nowhere, the dog's leash suddenly whips upward and wraps around the dog, as if yanked by an invisible hand. No one is on the stairs,
which is especially odd considering strange sounds were heard just moments earlier. Sydney, who filmed it, sends the clip to the Airbnb host, then records again the next day. She sets the leash on the steps to see if it will move.
Okay, so this is the leash. There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something. Every single day.
This time the leash stays still, but her dog doesn't. The dog starts sniffing and searching around the stairs, acting like something's there, even though nothing is visible. Sydney lifts the rug and checks everywhere but finds no cause. Still, there's a pattern she begins to notice.
So I wanted to show you guys some footage of my dog with these stairs. So here's another clip that I got of her doing it, walk over and see her. And she was so locked into
In each video, the dog always stays around the middle and lower steps, never near the top. That detail makes Sydney realize her dog might be reacting to something tied to that specific area.
So I think I figured out why my dog just is always hanging out right here. So I just found a door back here. So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I tried to check, but the door is locked. Obviously it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up. Yeah, I don't think that it's what's on the stairs, like what I initially thought. I think it's what's below.
They eventually discover that space leads into a room below, essentially the entrance to a basement. It could explain why the dog never goes higher. She seems focused on whatever is beneath them. Curious, Sydney and her sister start checking around that doorway, recording as they go, when something else happens.
So this is the switch. You guys can see the light is on right there.
Just maybe there's someone right behind the door.
Oh my god.
Right after Sydney pulls out her phone, the doorknob suddenly turns on its own, as if someone on the other side is trying to open it. No one is visible in the hallway.
Sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb, and hold on, let me turn asking like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week.
Thinking it might be another guest or staff member, Sydney messages the Airbnb host to ask if anyone else is staying there. She's told they're the only ones booked. With that, she rules out an intruder and starts to see the event as another possible paranormal incident. Still, the moving doorknob continues to bother her, especially since it reportedly keeps happening.
Scary. Okay. Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
They eventually confirm the door leads to a basement. At one point, Sydney's phone is set near the opening when it's suddenly pulled inside, tumbling down the stairs. Just before it falls, the phone can be seen shifting on its own and even lifting slightly off the ground without anyone touching it. Sydney and the host have no explanation. There were no footsteps and no visible person. From the leash suddenly whipping upward to the phone being pulled into the basement, they believe something in that space didn't like being disturbed. Whether it's truly paranormal or not is still unknown. As always, you decide what really happened. The following video comes from Donna Ayers, who's convinced something is haunting her home. She and her family have experienced strange activity they can't explain. In 2009, Donna's brother passed away under unclear circumstances, and ever since, she's been on edge. Some think it's her brother trying to reach out, but Donna believes something more sinister is present. One night, while home alone, she sees something strange and starts recording.
That's not me, is it, with the camera? Wow. Hang on, guys, I'm just going to get a better view because this is amazing. I'm just going to turn the light up a bit as well. Wow. If that's you, please move it again. That is moving. Oh my god, that is moving. Oh, thank you.
The chandelier begins to sway by itself, gently moving back and forth before the clip ends. The incident rattles Donna, but it's not the last. A few days later, she's in the kitchen when she notices a mug sliding on its own across the counter. She grabs her camera and films it.
As you can see, just so you lot don't think I'm quizzing, I'm not going too close because I get launched at, but there's nothing under there. That's just a bracket from an old drawer that used to be there. There's nothing in the cupboard, it's just cutlery and stuff. Nothing under there apart from pots and pans. There's no magnets. That's just a switch. There's nothing there at all. Nothing out the ordinary, but yet keeps moving. Can you move it again, please? If you're here, move it. Yeah, I'll just show you as well. There's nothing underneath, there's nothing, it's just an old metal cup. Metal. Weird. Oh my gosh. The surface isn't wet or anything, it's all dry. So there's no reason for it to be moving.
If nothing under the counter is pushing the cup, how is it moving? Donna is convinced something supernatural is behind it. She believes the same presence is responsible for an even creepier moment that follows. In another video, she's talking about a strange incident with her fish tank when something unexpected happens.
But yeah, that's basically the new tank. I'll just keep it in the background and then you can see what I mean. But just strange feelings. Almost like you can feel the dark entity that's here, and it's almost like a pressure around you. And the only thing you can do is record it so people see it, rather than just say it and no one see what's happening at the same time of what's going on. So, yeah. I don't know if you can see it. They're certainly acting a bit weird. See, it's so strange. See, I get the feeling there's something here right now. Right now. And yet I don't. No one here. Yeah, there's no one around. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. It's bringing tears to my eyes. Just even gets it. My chain's moving on my neck.
Donna's necklace appears to be tugged by an unseen force, pulling at her neck. Shaken, she's brought to tears. She mentions having used a Ouija board before some of these events, and worries it may have made things worse, though she isn't sure. Are these truly signs of something paranormal, or could there be another explanation? Viewers have their own opinions, but as always, it's up to you to decide. A small supermarket owner in Argentina had to take on the role of night security guard for his own business. For some time, he had noticed strange occurrences inside the store. Almost every morning when opening up, he found products scattered across the floor, as if someone had broken in during the night. But when checking the security cameras, there was never any sign of intruders. No suspicious movement, nothing. Still, something felt wrong. Even his dog began reacting strangely, as if sensing something hiding in the shadows. Determined to get answers, he decided to sleep a few nights in a small storage room at the back of the store. Around 2 a.m., the silence was broken by a strange sound, like an alarm going off. While recording, he traced the noise to its source.
Son las 2:12 de la mañana y se escucha un sonidito, como si fuese un despertador. Yo estoy acá completamente solo, soy el sereno de este supermercado y se escucha algo. ¿Qué es? Allá. Este aparato que se encendió solo, yo no lo toqué para nada. ¿Y por qué? Ahí dejó de sonar. No, ahí vuelve a sonar otra vez. Está dentro de su paquete.
An electronic device still sealed in its packaging, suddenly ringing on its own. He insisted he hadn't touched anything, yet the sound continued as if triggered by unseen hands. Nights later, more disturbances followed, loud crashes and falling objects. Convinced he might finally catch the culprit, he ran to the aisle where the noise came from and found products scattered on the floor.
Hace un rato terminé de lavar todo este sector, toda esta zona, y escuché algo que se cayó, ruidos por acá. A ver. No sé. ¿Qué pudo haber sido? Se cayeron estas cosas entonces. Un par de... Se desmueven algunas. ¿Quién lo habrá tirado? Se siguen moviendo, algunas quedan en movimiento. Creo que volvió mi amigo el fantasma.
The strange activity didn't stop there. In later recordings, now believing he was dealing with something paranormal, the man even tried speaking to the presence, calmly and without showing fear.
Bueno, gente, soy el sereno acá de este supermercado y ahora estoy por lavar toda esta zona. Esta sería la zona de huevos, lácteos. Y bueno, acabo de escuchar algo en la fiambrería. Debe ser mi amigo el fantasma. ¿Qué querrá, no? Parece que mi amigo el fantasma se quiere comunicar a través de esas luces. Fantasma, ¿quieres tú algo? ¿Estás aquí? Dime. Ah, bueno. ¿Qué quieres? Hola. Bueno. ¿Me dejas trabajar mejor, fantasma? Por favor. ¿Me dejas? Quiero trabajar tranquilo. ¿Estamos? Por favor.
Suddenly, more merchandise was thrown to the ground. A shopping cart slid forward on its own, as if the entity was responding to him, trying to make itself known. All he could do was beg the spirit to let him work in peace. Unfortunately, there have been no further updates on the case. A man bought a strange-looking doll from a street vendor in Mexico. He thought it might be a collectible, so he brought it home without a second thought. But almost immediately, unsettling things began to happen inside his house. It became more than obvious that the doll wasn't just cheap, it was haunted. One night, while working alone on his computer, he heard something horrifying.
Estoy trabajando. Disculpen el reguero. Ahí están mis perritos durmiendo. Son las 5:23 de la mañana. Estoy trabajando. Y de... Cinco veintitrés de la mañana, 5:24 ya, para los que dicen que... Para los que dicen que ocurre nada más a las 3 de la mañana, no. Son las 5 ya de la mañana. Con 24 minutos. Ahí están mis perritos. Están durmiendo. Y lo curioso es... Alexa, luz del cuarto blanco frío.
Muy bien.
Están escuchando. Escuchen. Son susurros. Y no hay nadie, ¿eh? No. Siempre los muestro que no hay nadie para que luego no digan, no, es que es uno de, qué sé yo, de tus amigos, de tus familiares o lo que sea. No hay absolutamente nadie.
The man recorded inexplicable knocks and ghostly whispers coming from just outside his door. After checking every room, he found nothing. A few nights later, while working late again, something even more disturbing occurred.
Son las 3:43 de la mañana y justo... Otra vez. Luego empiezo a sentir adrenalina. Por eso respiro así. Encendí la linterna. No hay nadie. Todo está totalmente cerrado.
A distorted scream can be heard through the house. He searched every room once more, but there was no sign of anyone. But just as he was about to return to his room, this happens.
No entiendo qué... Para los que me dicen que me vaya de la casa. Manchen. Es bien fácil decirlo.
A loud bang rattled his door, but when he opened it, no one was there. Seconds later, the sound of heavy footsteps approached him from the darkness, forcing him to retreat into his room. The man does not know what to do, so he turns to his viewers for advice. The next night, while watching TV, he hears strange noises again, so he grabs his phone and starts recording. What he sees makes your blood run cold. Among the shadows, a horrifying dark figure with a burned face and glowing eyes was caught peeking from a corner before vanishing. Its charred features and sinister gaze were deeply disturbing. Since then, the man has been unable to locate the vendor who sold him the doll. So the question remains, what exactly did he bring into his home that day? A demonic entity, or something far more sinister? You decide. For 2 years, Eric Garner has been experiencing relentless paranormal activity. What's even stranger is that the ghostly entity seems to follow him wherever he goes. Most terrifying of all, every time Eric tries to drive away the spirit that haunts him, it seems to become more and more aggressive. One night, Eric and his little dogs are awakened by the sound of loud banging on his bedroom door. This time, Eric is prepared with a flashlight and a camera in hand.
¿Qué pasó?
Eric's dog sniffs around and seems a bit shaken by something Eric can't see. So Eric decides to take the dog safely upstairs to his bedroom while he checks the house.
¿Hay alguien aquí? A ver, espera. ¿Hay alguien aquí? Escuché como si me hablaran. No sé si se alcanzó a escuchar una voz. Se los juro que no sé si se alcanzó a escuchar una voz. Uy. Sentí como si me soplaran en la nuca, no sé. Como si me hicieran así como... Mejor ya no pregunto eso.
He felt a breeze on the back of his head, and his camera captured the sound.
Uy. Uy.
He has only been downstairs for 6 minutes when he suddenly notices something very strange.
No manches. ¿Está viendo lo que yo? Y no solo eso, Ahí en el refri tenía una foto de mi mamá. Ahorita no me fijé en el video, pero pues antes de irme a dormir ahí la tenía. No está. Ni tampoco está la cruz. ¿Qué pedo?
A cross hanging on the living room wall and a photo that was on the refrigerator have disappeared. What makes this so unsettling is that Eric has barely moved and has been standing in the same area the entire time. No one could have slipped in and taken the cross and the photo without being noticed or making any sound. But what happens next is even stranger.
¿Hola? Ay, chinga tu madre. No mames.
You can see 2 small childlike hands pressing against the window glass next to the door. and when Eric approaches, a strange face emerges in the darkness. Eric has had enough and runs upstairs to his bedroom to sleep for the rest of the night.
Ay, chinga tu madre.
YouTuber Marvin Caguas uploaded creepy videos after his grandmother passed away, saying strange events began in his family home. One night, he captures terrifying activity on camera.
Get weird as shit. Alvin. Fuck. What is that shit? This fucking shit ain't funny anymore, man. The fuck, dude? Alvin. Shit ain't funny, man. Fuck. Alvin. Hey, girl. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh the fuck.
A toy belonging to Marvin's niece turns on by itself and starts playing songs. Marvin suspects his brother might be pranking him, so he checks the house. When he returns to the living room, a ceiling lamp is swinging back and forth, and Marvin bolts upstairs to his room.
The fuck? Oh shit. Oh the fuck.
In another video, while testing his video game settings, he opens the night vision feature and accidentally captures something truly unsettling.
Hey you guys, I just wanted to show you guys a pretty quick feature of the Xbox One and its Kinect. It actually has a pretty cool night vision that I just found today. And if you guys already know it has night vision, then I'm gonna show the people who don't know. So right now it's completely dark in this house right now. All you can basically see is my Xbox One controller. Now I'm gonna switch on the night vision for you guys. As you can see, it lights up the whole room. It's actually a pretty cool feature. I don't know if they have an app for this or whatnot, but they also have this version of the camera. I don't know what it is. I think it's either infrared or something like that. And then back to dark. As you can see, all you can see is my Xbox controller. And then back to night vision. It's actually, you know, pretty cool feature for the Xbox Kinect that I haven't really heard of until now. Maybe they have an app for it or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Someone, or something, can be seen standing in the back room, but Marvin doesn't notice it. He turns off night vision, and when he turns it back on, the figure is gone. He has no idea who or what it could be. Interestingly, before his grandmother died, she used that back room as her sewing room. Some viewers argued it was just a camera glitch, but the family thinks differently. They believe the house might be haunted by a sinister spirit, so they decided to move out completely. So is this just a camera glitch? Or is it something that shouldn't be there? You decide.
The fuck? Oh shit. Oh the fuck.
Late one night, Sarah Vargas is relaxing at home in the apartment she shares with her father in Colombia when she suddenly hears something from the unit next door that is truly unsettling. Disturbing, frantic screams spill from her neighbor's apartment. Startled bystanders on the sidewalk hurry to call the police, fearing a violent domestic dispute unfolding inside. Then the scene takes an unexpected turn. Officers ask the crowd for a rosary, an object used in Catholic prayer, and even more surprisingly, they summon a Catholic nun to assist.
Como que llamaron a alguien, llamaron a una monja para que les ayudara.
It turns out the commotion is actually coming from an exorcism happening right next door. Sarah learns that two girls had been playing with a Ouija board when one suddenly became extremely aggressive and began vomiting some kind of dark substance.
Luego, la chica empezó como a vomitar tierra, como vomitar oscuro, no como cuando algo normal.
The family believes the girl may be possessed by a malevolent entity, and apparently, the police agreed. Sarah says the screaming continued throughout the night, eventually fading in the early morning hours until it stopped. Without additional eyewitness accounts, it's hard to say exactly what happened, but the anguished cries coming from that apartment are absolutely chilling. This next footage was uploaded by a woman from Indonesia. Her account isn't about the paranormal, just everyday moments from her workplace. However, everything changes on May 7th, 2025. That evening, she spotted someone standing outside the door and opened it for them. Only later did she realize that whoever or whatever entered was far from ordinary.
Oh, cari konten gimana? Yang cowok sama cewek? Iya. Ini saya ada 2 rekomendasi. Cari yang lain ya. Nah, kalau ini lebih segar. Kalau yang ini lebih lebih untuk ceweknya ya. Jadi cowok atau cewek. Orang begitu kan kayak gitu. Apa anjir? Kalau dari sopo? Sumpah, masalahnya gue dari sini. Aku tuh bukan orang itu. Terus lagi aku ini kan orang ini kan aku buat cewek sama cowok. Aku bukain orang. Karena uang ya Allah sama beneran. Uang itu belum gue ya kan. Nanti masuk aku lihat orang kan. Aku tadi ngelamun di sini. Terus aku bukain no.
She clearly opens the door for someone no one else can see. She keeps talking with the customer, asking about a perfume for a woman and a man. Moments later, her partner comes over and asks who she's talking to. And that's when it hits her. She's been speaking to something unseen. She explains she let a woman into the store. The man looks around, baffled. There's no one there. After she posted the video, viewers began to speculate. Some believe the woman she spoke to may have met her end just outside the shop on the roadside, while others insist it was simple fatigue playing tricks on her after a long shift. So was it the spirit of someone who met their end by the roadside, or just exhaustion playing tricks on her mind? On a quiet street at the edge of town, a century-old farmhouse has been under renovation for weeks. A newly hired carpenter is working a solo shift, documenting progress for the owners. Halfway through the day, the house gives him something else to record. A series of strange, rising noises from deep inside.
Yeah, whoa, what the hell? Is this what I'm talking about? You guys heard that? Yo, I just heard footsteps behind me. If there's anybody here, I'm here to work. Like I said, I told you earlier, I'm here to work. This is common, very common with me. I'm talking to you guys out there. But I'm over here sweating because, I don't know, yo, I swear I just heard a voice. Whoa. I don't want to go up there. I do not.
According to the carpenter, he is alone in the house because the owner and the crew are away for the weekend, and the emptiness only makes the place feel stranger. If no one is here, then what made those sounds? He considers a trespasser, but what follows hints at something else. After hearing what he swears were footsteps, he heads to the basement, and this happens.
I've seen like an elbow leave this room, but there's nobody else that lives here. This is my client's house. Oh, I swear. Oh my God. Oh, hell. That's what I'm talking about right there. This shit is shaking. There's nobody else in the house with me. I swear. This is where I heard those footsteps at. Oh, what the? Oh, it's coming from here. Oh, there's a little... Oh, my goodness. That right there. That right there is always... I'm sorry, I can't even talk right. Doing this job out here, look at... See this job? Doing this right here. And, man, I'm seeing things. If you guys see anything or hear anything, this dog is crazy too. Maybe some of these objects are haunted. What the f? Yo, this is moving and this is moving. Why isn't this one moving? I'm used to it already. You know what I mean? Like, don't follow me home. Can you stop this? Stop it right now. Stop.
Multiple ceiling lights begin to sway on their own. As the first keeps moving, a sharp noise bursts from the display cabinet behind him, the one holding the doll. Some viewers believe the doll might be connected to what's happening, but what do you think? Was it something supernatural, or just an eerie coincidence? The choice is yours. a man named Michael investigates an abandoned and supposedly haunted hostel. As soon as his live stream began, things started to get very strange.
잠깐만. 뭐 아닌가? 아닌가? 뭐지? 잠깐만. 저쪽에 뭐 깜빡했는데. 잠깐만. 왜? 잠깐만. 뭐야? 뭐야? 잠깐만. 잠깐만요. 잠깐만요. 저 다시 왔습니다. 누구세요? 누구십니까? 잠깐만.
At first, a flickering light can be seen in one of the rooms, along with a dark, shadowy figure standing by the window that appears and disappears moments later. Then, Michael enters the building, and there it is again, the same mysterious figure from before. However, that was only the beginning.
뭔 소리지? 와봐! 숨 좀 돌리고 갈게요, 여러분들. 일단 숨 좀 돌리고. 나 따라왔었어. 지금까지. 나 따라왔었어. 미쳤다. 누구 있어요? 에? 누구 있습니까? 누구세요? 에? 누구 있어요?
While exploring one of the rooms, Michael notices a chair slowly sliding toward him. He kicks it away and realizes there's no one behind it. When he steps outside, he once again encounters the same terrifying figure. Viewers spotted something disturbing that Michael didn't notice at the time. When he pans his flashlight to the right, someone or something stares directly at him. He gathers his courage and decides to go back inside. It did not go well.
잠깐만요. 잠깐만요. 감사합니다. 잠깐만 조금만. 잠깐만요. 조금만 화를 좀 삭히시고 제가 얘기 들어드릴게요. 감사합니다. 아씨. 안 되겠다. 여러분 잠깐만요. 이 통로가 바로 거기입니다. 여러분들 잠깐만요. 포단무만 뿌리고 잠깐만요. 이거 붓을 뿌려야 돼요. 잠깐. 와! 잠깐. 와! 하지 마세요. 어디서?
As he explores deeper into the building, strange and unexplainable things begin happening all around him. The most disturbing of all is the dark silhouette of a woman who seems to be following him, as if she doesn't want him there. And that was the last straw. Michael had had enough and ended the stream. Did he truly encounter something supernatural that night? Or was it all an elaborate hoax? The choice is yours. On May 10th, 2024, a family gathered to celebrate a birthday. Everything seemed normal. The cake, the singing, the laughter, until something strange happened.
Happy birthday, dear Bricky. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish.
And many more.
Right. Woo! Almost. Whoa. All right, Jackie.
I'm taking for
Oh, forgot. I don't want to know the details. All right, here, honey. A girl's got to have a present. This is from me. Yeah.
Did you know? Should we have here?
Yeah. Jackie, press its pause.
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can.
You have a
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can, just come and visit me, okay? Okay?
Shut up. No way. That is not work. That is not work.
As the family listened to a voice message from Brookie's late father, one of his collectible fire trucks suddenly turned on by itself. The timing was uncanny, and the family couldn't help but feel it was a sign from him. Whether it was coincidence or something more, no one could say. But just a week later, Brookie recorded something even more unsettling.
I just missed a call from my dad. He's been gone. Like, I just heard his voice one more time.
While lying in bed, she heard the teddy bear, one that played her father's recorded voice, activate on its own. She took it as a message from him, a comforting sign that he was still watching over her. But only days later, something happened that she's sure wasn't her father at all. That night, she felt a heavy sense of dread and fear, unlike anything before. The final video is one Brookie rarely talks about. The experience left her deeply shaken, though she shared it hoping someone could explain what happened, while some think it was her father's spirit reaching out. Brookie believes it was something else, something dark. Still, she chooses to focus on the comforting memories that remind her her father's presence will always remain. As with all mysterious videos, this one leaves more questions than answers. A man named Jacob inherits his late grandmother's house and moves in. While sorting her belongings, he finds a creepy antique jester doll. Feeling strangely drawn to it, he keeps it on a bedroom bureau. One night, knocking comes from his closet. After posting the unsettling video, Jacob vanishes from the internet for nearly 7 months. When he returns, he says he's been renovating and moved the doll to its own room. Nothing happened for months, until one night, a strange noise wakes him.
I just heard
banging.
He hears loud banging from the doll's room. Investigating, he finds nothing. Then footsteps climb the stairs behind him. The doll's door slowly swings open, and the doll now seems to be staring at him. Shaken, Jacob relocates it to the basement and installs a security camera. The camera captures strange shadows around the doll, and viewers claim one eye appears to move. But that's not all Jacob's security camera captured. What happens next is truly terrifying. The doll's arm lifts on its own. The basement light bulb shatters. In a later clip, the camera is knocked over. Jacob now believes both the house and the doll may be haunted, and he's keeping the jester locked in the basement. This next footage comes from Jack Steffens, who spent a night at what's often called the most haunted hotel in the US, the Biltmore Hotel in Providence, Rhode Island. Guests have long reported objects moving on their own and laughter from unseen parties. Jack experienced something similar. Late one evening while he was in bed, the bathroom door in his room slammed shut by itself. Minutes later, it opened, then immediately closed again. Shaken, Jack grabbed his camera.
All right, you can see that the bathroom is down there at the end of the hallway. The bathroom door is the one that has been slamming itself by apparently unseen forces. I'm gonna stand here for a couple minutes. If it happens again, then I'm gonna catch it on video. If it doesn't happen again, then I'm gonna set my camera down and try to just let it sit there and wait and catch it when it happens. Did you see that? It just did it again. I cannot believe I got that on video. I cannot believe I got that. There is nobody in this room except for me. That is the freakiest thing ever. There's nobody back here, right?
The door suddenly slams, as if someone forced it. Jack then shows the bathroom interior. No one is inside. Given the hotel's history, it looks like something unexplainable was caught on camera. What do you think?
Did you see that?